my beautiful friends, it's Amanda here and we're talking about what? Another new release from ColourPop. In the month of May, ColourPop is celebrating their 5th birthday, and as a surprise, a birthday surprise, they just dropped this brand new Super Shock Extreme Shadow Kit. It's called Party Talk. It is currently available. It's priced at $30 US. All of the shades in here are only available in this kit. They will not be sold individually according to ColourPop. We know they like to change their minds sometimes, so who knows? But according to them, the only way to get these shades is in this Party Talk set. The Super Shock Extreme formula is a brand new Super Shock formula. This has tons of glitter pressed into the pigments. So the shadows are reminiscent of the tie-dye Super Shocks, but they have a bunch of glitter in the mix. The outer packaging is exactly the same as all the other Super Shock shadows. There's no special packaging here. The box has these really gorgeous rainbowy holographic stars on the front. This does have a magnetic closure. And the shade names are printed on the back. Of course, the shade names are also on stickers on the back of each individual shadow. When you open up the box, there is a pretty good sized mirror in here. I can't imagine what scenario somebody would actually use that mirror, but there is one. And then there are spaces for all 6 of the shadows to rest securely inside. I do want to point out here that on the back of all of these Super Shock Extreme shadows, it does say not intended for the eye area. So there's that. We've talked about this kind of thing quite a bit on my channel and other videos. Quite often, different pigments or glitters will have an eye safety warning. You really just need to make your own judgment call here. I think a lot of the time these not intended for eye use type of warnings are just more of a CYA type of thing for the company. Sometimes it has to do with the kind of pigments that might stain the skin. Some people are sensitive to certain kinds of pigments, and obviously when it comes to the glitter, you really need to be careful with large glitter particles in the eye area, because I used to be an ophthalmic assistant. Trust me, you do not want a scratch on your cornea. It's really painful, and just use with caution, use your best judgment. I do always try to make you aware when there are eye safety warnings on products so that you know, so that you can make a well-informed decision, and so that you can practice safe makeuping. That one got away from me there for a minute. Now we're gonna jump into some swatches. Typically for my swatch videos, I'll do a finger and a brush swatch. For this particular product, they really do need to be applied with the finger. I'm not gonna do brush swatches. I don't recommend applying these with a brush. I'm going to be doing live swatches, so I'll show you each shade being applied with my finger onto the inside of my arm. I'm not using any primer or glitter glue or anything like that. It's just going to be the shadow swiped straight onto my skin. I'm going to show you 1 layer and then 2 layers so that you can see how these can be built up. I'm also going to show you close-ups of all the shadows so you can see what they look like up close and personal. Keep in mind these shadows are hand pressed, so each one is going to look a little bit different. The marbling of the different colors and the amount of visible glitter is really going to vary shadow to shadow, so just keep that in mind when you see these close-ups. Let's take a gratuitous close-up of this gorgeous rainbowy sparkliness just because it's fun to look at and it makes me happy. Now getting into the shadows, first we have this pink and purple glittery dream called Party Party. You're seeing live swatches here. This is 1 layer, 1 swatch. That's what it looks like on first application with no primer. And here is a second layer so that you can see how built up this is with just 2 swipes. So glittery. Now we're looking at the yellow shade. This one's called Party Cloudy. This one I found to have a lot more glitter and less pigmentation, but like I said, each shadow is going to be different because they are hand pressed individually. And again, this one does build up pretty darn well. Now we're moving into this peachy shade. This is Can't Party Wait, and this does have quite a soft look, even though it is intensely glittery. You can tell from one swipe it's really soft, It definitely shows up, but it's just a lot lighter and softer compared to the other shades in this shadow kit. Now we're taking a look at the blue shade. This is Sorry for Partyin'. This one has some purple glitters mixed in, and it's pretty opaque on one swipe, but the glitter really starts to show up once you layer this, and particularly if you put this over a glitter glue, that purple glitter is going to come through a lot more than just a skin swatch. Now for the bronzy shade, this one is called Party Plan, and I almost used this one today, but I felt like I wanted to go a little bit more colorful, get in the celebratory mood. This one is so pretty. I think it's one of my favorites, and when it's layered up, it just looks like liquid copper. It is so sparkly and gorgeous. They all are, but this one in particular really catches my eye. Now for the last shade, this is a bright pink, and it does have some orange and red in there as well. This one's called Party Shop. This is another one that I think really benefits from 2 layers. That way the pink pigments really start to come through, and this one did not stain my skin in swatch. Here are all 6 shades together just so that you can get a glittery close-up of all the shades at once. Now that you've seen all the swatches, I'm going to show you a really quick tutorial using one of these Super Shock Extreme shadows and give you some tips and tricks of how I use them and how I get the best wear time out of them, and then I'll wrap up all my thoughts at the end. As always, I'm starting my eye look by priming with my favorite eye base. It's the MAC Paint Pot in the shade Painterly. For the other shadows, I am using my Huda Beauty New Nude palette. I'm just going to put the shade names up on the screen since this part isn't really that important as far as this tutorial goes. I'm just sort of building the base of my look so that I can start to add my glitter on top. I like to have all my other shadows down first before I go in with glitter. That way there isn't any blending left over at the end to disturb those glitter particles. I always start with a glitter glue. I really recommend using a glitter glue with these Super Shock Extremes. Too Faced makes my favorite one, and this is quite tacky, so I'm doing one eye at a time. I put my glitter glue down and then immediately go in with the shadow on top, just patting that in and making sure it's really securely pushed into that glitter glue. Same thing on the other side, one eye at a time, just putting that glitter glue down. This stuff is really tacky, and it does a great job of adhering these glitters to the lid and helping them look really bright. I did go in with just a little bit of a dark shadow at the end to give a little depth to the outer corner, curled my lashes, and added some of my L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. That completes my look. This is such a simple and easy way to wear glitters. I absolutely love the way this look turned out. It's really fun. It's definitely a birthday party kind of look, and the best part is it was easy to do. First things first, let's talk about glitter fallout. I know a lot of people are going to ask, do these have a lot of fallout? And the answer is yes, all glitters will have fallout. There are just some things in life that are certain: death, taxes, and glitter fallout. It's going to happen no matter what glitter you use, no matter what glitter glue or adhesive or primer or setting spray. It's gonna happen. Obviously, some glitters are going to be worse for fallout than others. I don't think these are particularly very bad, especially if you use a glitter glue. They are going to stay adhered to the lid for a lot longer period of time. I find that I get the best wear out of my glitters if I prime with a paint pot, apply my non-glitter shadows, and then go in with glitter glue and put the glitters on top. That's the method that works best for me. I do still experience a little bit of fallout, but nothing terrible. It's just a trade-off of wearing glitter. Everything in life's a trade-off. So do these have fallout? Yes, obviously they do, but it's not really that bad. It's definitely not worse than any other glitter I've worn. I don't know if it's due to the fact that these are sort of suspended in the Super Shock shadow, but I actually experience a little bit less fallout with these Super Shock Extreme shadows than I do with the ColourPop pressed glitters. So they don't defy the laws of physics, but they are pretty darn good for glitters. I have made no secret about the fact that I'm actually not a huge pressed glitter fan. However, I like these quite a bit more than just the regular pressed glitters. I don't know if I'm just being sucked in by my love for Super Shock shadows, and they're so pretty and rainbow colors, and you know, I am easily distracted by pretty rainbow colors, so take it with a grain of salt. I actually much prefer these over the regular pressed glitters. I think this is a super fun little kit. I do wish that they would offer these as singles for anyone out there who's just interested in 1 or 2 shades, especially since this is a brand new formula. And sometimes when something is new, you don't really want to dive in head first. You want to just kind of dip your toe in and test the waters. But if I know ColourPop, I'm pretty sure that there will be more of these in the future, especially if this kit really is a hit with people. Then I think we can expect to see more of these Super Shock Extremes come out as singles in the future, but who knows? You never know with ColourPop. Now's the time when I want to hear what you think about these. Are you excited for this new formula? Are there other colors that you want to see in the future? I always love to hear your thoughts about things, so leave a comment and let us know how you feel about these new Super Shock Extreme shadows. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Now for the fun part, the glitter. Well, it's all the fun part, isn't it? Good girl. Classic Amanda. I just want you to know that the shirt that I'm wearing with this really cute little rainbow pocket is from the little girls section of Old Navy, and I just got it in an extra large, and I don't care because it's so cute. I love this. I'm an adult. Let's just start that again. What is my hair? What is hair? Need to be this super. Collect yourself. Collect yourself. It's fine. You got it. Just. Dang it. I feel like the people at my son's school are probably so confused because I drop him off in the morning just with no makeup on, and usually I've moisturized or put on a face oil or something, so I'm just bare-faced and super shiny looking. And then I show up at the end of the day with full purple glitter. They're probably like, what the heck does this woman do with her time? Well, this. I stand by that. Oh, I'm so glittery. You know ColourPop has other things brewing for us. They can't let us go a week without a new product, so we'll see what's next. Do I already know? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. Stay tuned to find out. Okay, I got it. Bye, bye. I love you. I love your face. You're so wonderful. Okay, bye, bye.